welcome all the families and the winners to the Patriots Pen and Voice of Democracy Banquet. We thank all of you for coming. Both of these programs are core VFW programs, and the auxiliary works together with the VFW Post to put these on. I'd like for any of our commanders or past commanders to please stand up and introduce themselves. Except for ours, I guess. This is Aaron's, our commander of Post 1966. All right, who else? Somebody is reluctant to stand up that's a past commander? John Sills, thank you very much. And now, if we could have any of the auxiliary presidents that are here to stand up. Unfortunately, our president, Pauline Duffy, could not be here. She's ill, so she's very upset. So I'm the senior vice. My name is April, and I'm happy to be here. We have a president here from 1882. Thank you very much for coming. If you would introduce yourself to everyone so they'll know.
My name is Kathy Shaw from Post 8182.
Thank you very much. Now, can we have any teachers? Please stand up. We would like to recognize you all because y'all are the backbone of these programs. So thank you very much. And for those of you who don't know you, or those of us, please introduce yourself.
I'm Jill Jennifer from Pioneer Middle School.
Thank you very much for coming.
And I'm Wendy Lockard from St. Jerome Catholic School.
Thank you very much. Now, one of the major reasons why we're all able to have this is the parents of all of our students. And they are truly the backbone of this program, because without the parents, we would not have these students sitting in front of us and have them so involved in the programs that we're trying to put forth. So, on behalf of the Post and the students and the presidents, commanders, and teachers, we'd all like for you to stand up, and we'd like to recognize you all. And thank you all very much. Our Post Quartermaster, Gary, please have a short prayer to start our program in the evening.
Everyone please stand. And O God Almighty, creator and ruler of the universe, some of our comrades and companions are prisoners of war in this nation. Comfort them. We pray in their isolation from their homes and loved ones, supply their needs and protect them from what?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
Summer Steekstra. Did I get it right? Our first place winner is not here. She's over in Scotland. Now for our Voice of Democracy, our first runner-up is Jordan Gilpin. And our first place for Voice of Democracy is Abraham Wasserstein. Great work, everybody.
For Post 1966 for Patriots Pen and Voice of Democracy. And I'd like to ask our commander to come up, please.
Third place, Lauren Martin. Okay, second place, Stone Kaufman. And it's done. So that was record. Okay. Anna Rose Parmenter. Second place, Justin Desjarnes. He's not here. He's not here. First place, Abigail Goodchild. Abigail also won first place in district. Third place, 8th grade, Liam Lord. Not here. Second place, 8th grade, Kimberly Conley. First place, Lucas of September. I've been saying that name for how many years and I can't get it right. I think your siblings have won before too. We have some other students that we want to recognize. As I explained to one of the parents, we get so many essays from our schools. We have 2 schools that supply us. And we want as many students as possible to be recognized. And unfortunately, we can only recognize so many and send so many. So first from Pioneer Middle, Noah Radishaw. Noah won post 5335, right? Jeanette Hart. Dahlia Dooley. And then we're going to start inviting the students to come up and read. There won't be any arm bending, but there will be much encouragement. Because we love to hear.
Yeah, what'd you say about me?
All right, if the winner.
I'm Dahlia Dooley, and I am from St. Jerome, and I'm in 6th grade. I will never forget the time my grandfather told me the story of when he was in the Air Force. My grandfather was a veteran who flew planes airborne. All of the stories he shares with me are priceless. Like all veterans, my grandfather is a brave person and has an endless love for the United States of America. The one reason I appreciate America's veterans is because they have an endless love and feeling for not only America, but for America's people. They risk their lives each and every year to save people they don't even know. If you ask me, that's really incredible. Just think, You're leaving your family and your friends to not only gain their independence, but for every civilized human being in the United States. Some of which have no clue what the veterans are doing. But of those people who do know what they're doing, I am one of them. And I am deeply grateful for what our veterans do for our country. You and I would probably not even be here if it weren't for our veterans. They protect us and keep the country safe from harm. Thank you, veterans, for all your love and affection you give to the United States. To recap, the reason I adore America's veterans is because they don't not only love America, but America's people as well. In my opinion, what our veterans do for us is priceless. It's literally impossible to repay them for what they do. They leave their families for extremely long amounts of time to not only gain their independence, but for every person in our country, the United States of America. Thank you, veterans, for all your love and protection you give. Can you stand up, please?
Hello, I'm Spencer Harrington from Pioneer Middle School. Have you ever taken the time to think about our country's veterans and what they have done for us? Our veterans mean a lot to us and our families. Our country relies on the soldiers risking their lives to fight for our freedoms. Our veterans fought for more than just our country. They fought for the people they see every day. They wanted to protect the liberties and freedoms of the United States citizens, including themselves. Our soldiers have fought multiple wars over the years for this one only, so the people can live in peace, free of tyranny and dictatorship. The men and women in the field fighting for the United States are risking their lives for us, not just for our liberties, but for our safety. As stated in the preamble of the Constitution of the United States of America, the government promises to provide for the common defense and ensure domestic tranquility. And to this day, the United States has never failed to do so. All American citizens should feel safe within the borders of our country. Without these soldiers that fought in life-changing wars, we wouldn't be where we are today. There would be no United States of America without the Revolutionary War. We would still have slaves without the Civil War. There were continuous battles to get us to where we are today, and we could have not done it without our soldiers. We should honor all our troops because every single one of them has helped shape our country. America would be nothing without the military protecting us each day from threats outside our borders. From famous wars that changed countries and ways of living to the soldiers today, protecting our liberties and our safety, we will always have a reason to appreciate our veterans.
Hello everybody, my name is Stone Kaufman and I'm from Pioneer Middle School. This is my essay. A veteran is a person who once served in the military. Veterans give up their own lives to protect the freedoms that we have in America. Veterans have done so much for not only our country, but for other countries as well. If there is one thing that we could do for our veterans, it would be to have their own day of respect. That day is called Veterans Day, formerly known as Armistice Day. That day is celebrated on November 11th. Congress declared Veterans Day on the 11th day of the 11th month on 1919, which marked the one-year anniversary of the end of World War I. Veterans are brave because they give their lives just to make sure that our safety is ensured. Veterans leave their families so that they can fight for our liberties. They fought for the liberties that we enjoy today. These freedoms include the freedom of speech, freedom of liberties, religion, and press. Veterans are special because they are willing to fight for what is right. Veterans are loyal to each other and to our country. They are patriotic and they love our country. Veterans are strong because after they serve, many veterans are permanently hurt, whether it is physical or mental. Veterans are unselfish. They put us before them. I appreciate America's veterans because they fight for what is right. Veterans protected us and helped us when we were being attacked. Veterans are there when we need them. We They are great people and with great souls, and we might not be here today if it was not for them. They help us without us seeing them. Each year on Veterans Day, there's a ceremony to honor all who have died in the war. Approximately 24 million veterans are living today. Veterans always try and help people even if they are not serving anymore. I look up to a lot of people in my life, but veterans are extremely important to me.
Pioneer Middle School. It makes me appreciate veterans and how ordinary they appear to be. By definition, a veteran is a person who served or is serving in the armed forces. But even more, it could be somebody's mother, daughter, or son that you would probably not notice. A veteran could even be a boy's father who taught him how to tie a good knot on the shoes. But what you might not know is that the father's knotting skills came from his time as a Marine in World War II during the attack on Pearl Harbor. Our nation's veterans pledge their lives to our defense so that we can enjoy living in freedom and enjoy our lives in safety. They don't pledge themselves to America because they want to, but because they think we are worth fighting for. And they are brave enough to volunteer and step forward in the name of America's protection. Veterans don't act prideful. They do not walk around thinking they are better than anyone else just because they got a medal. They do not want to live what they have experienced. They do not consider themselves brave, although they truly are. Maybe they just want to be normal people who don't expect special treatment. When people are in the military, they are away from their family and friends. They miss them and are missed, if they know what they signed up for. Veterans take their own time with their family and friends to serve America, which shows they care about us. We've been kept safe by these soldiers for years, but we do not know half of what they've gone through to do so. Any time a veteran risks his or her life, it is for the greater good. Veterans everywhere should walk with their heads held high in proudness and glory. Each of them is honorable in their own way. They have changed the lives of millions. They deserve to give more recognition, and children in school should learn more about them. The truth is, veterans will always have a place in our hearts, because without them, America would not be the same. Everybody should be more aware of what they have done and how our lives could change if it were not for their sacrifice and love for our country. That is why I truly appreciate America's veterans. They are heroes.
Hello, I'm Norita Stork. I'm from Pioneer Middle School. Veterans are proud and brave soldiers that have survived the war and returned home. I think what it means to be a veteran is to be a proud person who has served his country well and survived the war he fought. Many people think that a veteran is just a person who fought in the war, but they are really so much more than that. They are brave, committed soldiers who dedicated their social lives, their business lives, to fight for us, the people. They have served their country well in many ways, but as a result, many of them have come back with physical and mental wounds. Some veterans suffer from PTSD, causing them to have nightmares most nights and sadly some every day. For some veterans, returning home means seeing their families once more. Veterans are overjoyed to see their families when they get home, and their families are overjoyed to see them. As a soldier, it is hard to make the decision of giving up family time to fight, but some people are committed to helping others. We should respect veterans because they have sacrificed their lives, time with their families, and their emotional and physical health for our freedom and safety. They volunteer to help us and fight for us. They are also good leaders to look up to and have as role models, with their courage and strength to go out there and fight for us. If you have a family member who is a veteran, you should take the time to talk to them to find out about their experiences, how they served our country. You can ask them questions about how long they served, where did they go, what rank or position they held, and what their responsibilities were. After you have learned about your family member, then you yourself can write an essay about a veteran who has lived in a personal experience in the military. I am honored to have people in my family who have served in the military, and I am so very grateful to all American veterans for their sacrifice and bravery. God bless America's veterans.
Now we go to 7th grade. And no pressure, but I think every 6th grader that was here got up and spoke, so. But that's no pressure, I promise.
My name's Abby. I go to St. Jerome School. You wake up in the morning, and you acknowledge with relish that your back is free from the mind-searing pain of slavery, the terror of death at every corner, or the low rumble of your starved stomach. You sleepily rise from the pillow and take a deep breath. Do you smell that? Freedom. You continue on with your life and decide to take a stroll down the street. You do not see women running to hide their children in fear, nor do you see bloodshed due to a vicious war. Perhaps you glimpse a volunteer for the Salvation Army or a realtor advertising the American dream. You casually scan the national newspaper, noting the latest announcement from our first Black president, and you contemplate the U.S.'s history. Despite the citizens' cultural differences, we have united as a country and surpassed segregating boundaries. Veterans have made America possible, and there are no words that can fully fathom the debt we owe them. Bravery sets them apart from others, so I am honored to salute the American flag with those lion-hearted patriots in mind. As a U.S. citizen, I appreciate America's veterans because their valiant acts are the foundation of this great nation. Thump, 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 thump. Off into the distance, you hear the faint stomping of an army, of the soldiers who risk their very lives, their family, friends, passions, so we can live in harmony and with content. Every one of their countless hours of training, discipline, the blood and sweat sacrificed for you and me, has led up to this moment. The blurry figures of hundreds of men and women, courageous as lions, create clouds of rust and dirt on the battlefield, obscuring the views of all else. Determination dominates their features and lets others know that, should they not win this battle, they will never stop fighting, never give up. They are warriors, soldiers, heroes, and heroines. Sometimes I forget how fortunate I am as an American. Though the U.S. faces its hardships, poverty, disease, crime, pollution, threats of terrorism, and innumerable other challenges, we pull through and wave our flags proudly. I will forever be in debt to veterans, though we often overlook the immense service they have given to us. I appreciate our American veterans because everything we hold dear, every thread in the fabric of America, is all thanks to their devotion to this country.
Why do I appreciate American veterans? Our veterans work so hard for America every day. They support what America stands for, and they never give up on us. Our veterans fight really hard for Americans to keep our freedom, and I think they deserve much more from the American people, such as more American support. And if they are injured, they should be supported more financially. The people that have lost their family members while serving in the military should get more support from the American people also. So I believe we need to do so. We need to do so much more than we do for all American veterans and their family members also. Our veterans go through a lot. They even get injured and killed. They are away from their families for months to even a year or longer. They miss the birth of their children and special holidays and birthdays. They are so brave and strong. We should thank them every day, not just on Veterans Day. They try so hard to never let us down. Every day, they have to worry if they're going to live or if they ever see their families again. They risk their lives for us to make sure America is safe for all of us. In my opinion, I think veterans are the biggest heroes, and everyone should look up to them the way I do. I don't think they will ever give up on protecting our country and keeping us all safe. This is why I know I will always look up to all veterans and always keep them in our prayers. I would like to do everything I can to help them more financially and letting them know they are more appreciated by all of America. They have taught me to never give up on what you believe in. They are my heroes.
Eighth grader to come on.
I'm Lucas Osita from St. Jerome. Defender of America, a very noble title indeed. But do you have what it takes to earn this prestigious denomination? The veterans who fought for the sovereignty of America's freedom do. They possess the intensive courage that only an honored soldier can wield. These are Americans harnessing the drive and virtue necessary to push forward. Steadfast and true is their honor and commitment to withstand the perils of conflict, not wavering in the face of danger to stand proudly beneath their flag in solemn unity. American veterans are our defenders of America. All veterans share a common bond in their outstanding ability to withstand the seemingly endless and punishing tasks during their tour and deployment. They willingly sacrifice themselves, pressing forward as they were driven by intense emotion for this beautiful and free country. It is with sadness that, at times, these brave men and women return from their acts of valor without a hero's welcome. They return to the home of the brave, who are not given the respect for which they have graciously earned. So often we hear that veterans returning home are unable to readjust to civilian life, lost in the horrors of conflict. We, as Americans, bask in the glow of the liberties that these defenders of America have secured for us. We have the responsibility to acknowledge and honor them for their selfless acts, which have preserved our freedom. Veterans have forged the front lines on the battlefield, giving up their freedom for the confines of war. It is ironic that our military forces compromise their personal freedoms daily in an effort to secure the freedoms all Americans enjoy. The valiant heroes who we honor each Veterans Day deserve our undivided esteem. American veterans have earned the right to be addressed as our defenders of America. Thank you to all who have fought and returned, and God bless all those who have fallen.
Hello, my name is Abraham Washington, and I go to Donna Klein in Boca Raton. Veterans are a quintessential part of our nation's past and future. While analyzing the importance of the brave men and women who serve our nation, I had the honor of interviewing Commander Philip Vail, a World War II veteran who served as a Coast Guard. He was originally from the Bronx, New York, and he enlisted in the Coast Guard as an engineer. He continues his service to the United States by volunteering as a commander in the VFW POST in Boca Raton, Florida. Veterans are key to the past and the current success of our nation. People tend to ponder, why leave your family? Why risk your life? Why endure extreme conditions? And the answer to this question was given to me during my interview. Commander Vail stated during our interview, "My favorite part of being in the service is that I got to be a hero and save my country." This statement is key to understanding the importance of our veterans in the past because they risked their lives to protect the land of our freedom. Veterans are also a key factor to our nation's future. Veterans serve as role models, just as Mr. Commander Vail has served as a role model to me. Veterans show soldiers and the American society the qualities of discipline, courage, and unity. There is no doubt that these exemplary figures have helped shape the strong and powerful American military and the American country. While interviewing Commander Vail, he explained to me that his most memorable experience while serving as a Coast Guard was not about his personal feats, but actually the 4 chaplains who gave their life jackets to the other crew members and died on the convoy Dorchester when it was hit by a German torpedo. When Mr. Vail told me this, I learned 2 important morals. 1, give the recognition of outstanding actions by others. And 2, be selfless and put others before yourself. This is just one of the many breathtaking stories that helped shape the United States and also shape individuals like myself. By hearing these stories of bravery, it helps us realize that we can achieve greatness by caring for those around us and for the United States of America. In my interview with Commander Vail, he asked me if I could do him a favor. He requested that I raise awareness of commending the men and women who have served this country, and to let them know that it is wonderful to be able to serve your country. If I could leave the audience with one key message, this would be to fulfill the request of Commander Vale and all the other American veterans, because without them, we would not be, nor continue to be, the United States of America.
Hello, I'm Jordan Gilman from Coral Springs High School. Throughout history, there have been a countless number of individuals who have been brave enough to fight for a better tomorrow. These people were fully aware that their lives would be put on the line. However, they continue to fight in order to preserve our most prized possessions as Americans. It wasn't our cars or our houses or many cool gadgets. This gift was worth much more than all of those things combined. This valuable present is called
our freedom is the ultimate reward given to us by the people who have fought and died for our country. And the ones that actually survive are the inspiration for our younger generation to follow in their footsteps and continue the cycle that keeps America on its feet. America is, without a doubt, the greatest country in the world. And like many other Americans, like I, hope to see my country continue to strive as I get older. I hope that the liberties that I enjoy today are the same liberties that I am able to enjoy in my 60s and 70s. I am sure that I'm not the only American who thinks this way. So what if I told you that conserving the blessing of American freedom lied in the hands of one group of people? Would you believe me? Well, the fact of the matter is that the future of America lies in the hands of those who have fought for it in the past. The young people of today that will go on to serve and protect our country will have been inspired by the heroes of their past. Veterans have willingly put their lives on the line to protect our country. They have endured some of the most traumatizing situations, and most of all, they did it all to preserve the American way of life. This bravery is the foundation of our great nation, and without it, we would have failed at establishing freedom within our own country long, long ago. Their sacrifices have provided freedom for the past generation, a current generation, and all future generations to come. We owe everything that we have to the brave men and women who have assisted in preserving American liberty. Veterans are the backbone of our way of life, and it is them who are to be thanked for the America that we all love so much. We must all take time to better appreciate the choice that American soldiers and veterans have made to our country, and recognize the fact that we owe our very lives to these inspirational people.
So I would like to just take a second and ask all of the veterans to stand up. So, as in all of these speeches did, thank you and recognize you for your service. Because again, without you all, we would not have the opportunity to be here. All the veterans would please stand.
Heavenly Father, thank you for these wonderful students and their families. God bless our veterans, safe home to everyone, and God bless America. Amen. That concludes our program. We thank you all so much for being here. We hope you